Good evening, dear viewers. I hope that the audio of this video is now reaching you. In the comment section, please advise me on how clear the audio is. Please advise me on how clear the video is. And then we proceed from this very wonderful piece of action, which will be let down, I have to say, by the equipment we are playing on. All right. Now Ismael Mthethwa and Ibrahim Kayanja are for $800 racing to 13 here at Timber XO in Eldoret in Kenya. Now, if you have been watching pool, especially on these platforms of ours for some time, you probably know that yes, most of the times when there is a big tournament, there is normally consequences before the tournament does happen. When these players arrive, there normally erupts a war of words between themselves, maybe their fans, maybe their management teams. We call it abusing. Because when someone abuses you, you fight it. Then the abuses were done, and now it is time to fight. The fight is between Ismael Mthethwa, the guy that is downing the shots, and Ibrahim Kayanja. Mthethwa is the great South African player, legendary, way more experienced, way more accomplished than Ibrahim Kayanja. In the recent past, Ibrahim Kayanja has slightly been the more competitive player, especially locally. Internationally, Ismael Mthethwa way more. Now the South African, believe you me, is leading by 2 frames to nil, and yet he is playing black for the 3rd time in 3 frames as I speak. Black to the center pocket on the left, with white as safe can be, because white ball is interrupted by the red. White is safe, black is in. 3-0, Ismael up, rest to 13. If I'm not mistaken, Ismael has played 2 money matches in the last 12 months against Ugandans, just before the start of the Billiards Cafe double live comp that happened in Lusaka at the end of last year. Month was November, towards the end of November. A race to 13 still, but for $1,000, Ismael defeated Joseph Kasozi by 13 frames to 8. Quite convincing it was. And then a year earlier, again in Lusaka, but at Flintstones, he did have a race to 13 money match against Rashid Wagaba, the guy that is called Dog City. That one ended 13-3 in favor of Dog City. Now, while I was streaming the Shujawa Timber tournament, the one that has Kenyans only, there was another money match between 1 Ugandan and 1 South African. I was not able to stream it because I was streaming the tournament, which is the first reason that I came here anyway. It was Mzamo, the South African, taking on Dog City, the Ugandan, racing to 9 for $500, a smaller race and smaller pot. It ended 9-4 in favor of Dog City. Now this one will be chance for Ismael to redeem the misfortune that was inflicted on the South Africans by Dog City by defeating another Ugandan. And I have to say, Ismael has started this match as much the better player. He's shooting well and thinking well and finishing well, and I think has studied the table way better than his opponent. The one last red he's having on the table gives him the red he close to the white gives him natural white. For the last one, is putting drag effect on the white to avoid too much movement from it, and the red and even shots as little as that fans are uploading them as beautiful. This one has to be a little bit big because white is almost direct towards the red in relation to the corner pocket. He will have to draw it backwards with big top spin. I think he will have to draw it off 2 cushions, off 1 cushion, then moves a different direction. That will be okay. He will need to put the black ball to the corner pocket closest to the bottom of your screen, and I want to believe that he will go for power. We are playing on a United pool table, I think, made in South Africa. He's more accustomed, and yes, he sinks in the black with power, with might, and leads by 4 frames to nil. Now the news that most of the South Africans that registered for the tournament that is starting tomorrow, this all that you are seeing, guys, is only a dress rehearsal, only curtain raising, because starting from tomorrow, the biggest tournament in African pool history will be coming. Not biggest in terms of number of participants, maybe not biggest in terms of the competition, because we have already seen it all, but in terms of the cash prize, in terms of the prize fund, no tournament before has rewarded 25,000 US dollars in cash. One of 192 players that have registered for this one will be winning on Sunday 11,600 US dollars. One of these two, or the other 190 players that have registered from South Africa, from Zimbabwe, from Eswatini, from Malawi, from Zambia, from Uganda, from Tanzania, and the might of the Kenyans, who are half of that number. Ismael will be having one reason to participate in the competition, to win it. He did tell it to me at the end of the Grand Michana last year here in Kenya, but in Nairobi, 6 hours away, that he is back to full training, he is back to competition, and wants to win a big African comp one day. Maybe he has it in his mind that that day is this Sunday, because it is when the 3-day competition that will be organized here at Timber Expo will be ending. I have seen around almost the entire Zimbabwean team apart from Maluva. I can confirm that Eshka is around, that Blessings Bibido is around, that Pakanat Jim is around, that Timothy Onida Sakala is around. Also the other media man that I beat in that money match by 9 frames to 7, Francis Mukekwe, is around, only that this time he's not talking about a rematch. He now has discipline. I can also confirm that Aiden Joseph is in Nairobi waiting for a connecting flight to Eldoret. It is maybe 30 minutes or so away. I don't know what time the flight is, but I think there are about 2 flights daily from Nairobi to Kisumu via Eldoret. I think tomorrow morning he will be flying. Don't worry about him. It is only 30 minutes, no fatigue, 30 minutes in air. He'll be on the table playing the biggest match of the first round, him against the Zambian international, Lloyd Kabwe. Mzamo, the South African, is at the venue, and a team of Tanzanians has started arriving. I have seen Isaiah Paulo, and I can also confirm that only one Ugandan is still traveling. That is Simon Lugola, the computer. The others are at the venue, and they are more than 30, led by guess who? one of the tournament favorites, Caesar Chandiga. And then Ibrahim Kayanja, the Joseph Kasozis, the Hazards, the Ibrahim Sejembas, the two youngsters, Habat Mukisa and Jackson Asiku, and the two ladies who are part of 3 ladies participating in this competition, Rukia Naiga as well as Rashida Motesi, also at the venue. I can also see the guy that is called Dr. Rango from Zambia at the venue. And yes, Africa is at the venue. Yes, Stanford Griven Jinte is at the venue. I have to make sure that I stream that match. He is playing with the Ugandan lady, Rashida Motesi, with the lady being head started with +2, racing to 9 for 90 minutes. Here comes Ibrahim Kayanja. He's a better player than what we are seeing so far. And he's not a bad long racer, but so far he is being dominated by Ismael. I think Ibrahim Kayanja may want either to bank or to make connection. He goes for the bank. I'm not so certain it was the right shot, and yet he has gotten it wrong. He had a better opportunity in my option. Cut that red ball sharp by connection to the corner pocket where Ismael is having his hands. It would be almost certain of getting sunk, and the frame would be easier one that way. Of course, Ismael, at least so far, has demonstrated in this match that he is so unforgiving when opportunities like that come begging. Very big player he is, both at home in South Africa and even internationally on the continent. And I have to make, yes, a disclaimer. He is a naturalized South Africa, originally from Zimbabwe. He was the champion of Africa, won the AAPA championships in 2014 against an 18-year-old boy, then called Aiden Joseph. A match that I watched in the final, which was a race to 7. Ismael won by 7 frames to 4, becoming African champion for the one and only time. Now he has missed black for one of what would be the most unexpected time in this match. I don't know why he tried to cheat the pocket. This table on which these guys are playing is quite tricky. You only go for the ball when you are absolutely sure. It looks so good on the eye. Playing on it is not easy whatsoever. And of the two players, Ibrahim Kayanja is finding it difficult. We have not seen him the best of him at all. I know he will want to spin the white ball backwards as he puts it to the center pocket, just a little backwards to get to the most easy white for black to the center pocket on the left, which even a player like Francis Mkwekwe can put. And Ibrahim Kayanja sinks it in. It is now Uganda 1 and South Africa 4. It is raining cats and dogs here at Timber Exo. By the way, the tournament is still ongoing on 11 tables. I have streamed about 6 matches today. There are still live streams ongoing on Chana Pool Club and Jesse Mwaura. Those of you who still want to watch the Shujaa Timber, still ongoing, some beautiful matches. The tournament for Kenyans only shall be going up to the round of last 8 tonight. And I think they're in the round of last 16, maybe in 1 hour or so. They'll be calling the last pairs on the tables, and thereafter we shall be waiting for the big queue of tomorrow morning at exactly 10 a.m. Please keep me company, Africa. Break and Finish Live Facebook, Break and Finish Live YouTube, Peter Chove Live YouTube, as well as highlights from the matches that will be shared on Peter Chove Live TikTok. Some greetings to you watching the stream. Ukazi Caleb, thank you for watching. Satellite Media, you are here for Musidamo. In Musidamo, it's one of Ibrahim Kayanja's nicknames. It's direct translation in his mother tongue. It means Muslim. Of course, by looking to him, you'll tell that he is Muslim. Look at what Ish is doing. He can mean to be a classy player. And he's one of those players that I have to say that even we are lucky to have. He's so good to not to have won a major event for all that time. He played to the level of winning the African Championships in 2014 at team and individual category. He's one of those players that were really affected by the coming to the scene of Aiden Joseph. I was following his Facebook account. I think it's called Ismael Mthethwa as well. I don't know if it's still active. When he used to play lots of money matches with Aiden Joseph, because Aiden had become a real issue in South Africa and even on the continent, especially after 2018 as well as 2019. Aiden did play to another All Africa Pool Championships final. Then Ismael, in order to try and fight for his status as the best in South Africa, played so many matches against Aiden, and Aiden, believe you me, was winning match after match after match after match. What happened is that one evening, after Ismael being well beaten, he just got up, got his phone, and went to his Facebook account and typed the words, "I will never play with Aiden Joseph again. That guy is a ghost." That is where Aiden got that nickname, the ghost. But now Ismael is playing against the guy that calls himself the real machine from Uganda, who doesn't have a bad record in many matches and is one of those players that the continent really likes to see because of how sweet he makes his play look. But even when he snookers, his opponent is finding the angles as beautiful as off three questions as Ismael has just done. And Ibrahim Kayanja will be tempted, I believe, to make now maybe bank shot, maybe have a sharp cut of the yellow ball to the center pocket on the right. Maybe it's the shot he's trying to play. The shot he's trying to play and plays it neatly and beautifully, and clearly he's on the verge of winning another frame. The importance, in my opinion, for the Ugandan of winning is not just to bring the scores together. He wants to instill confidence in himself. These two players have never ever faced off anywhere on a pool table. First time that they face off. In fact, almost all the matches, almost all tournaments apart from one in which they have been participants, one has been participating and the other no. And Ibrahim Kayanja fouls. It takes a very deep breath of disbelief of how luck is evading him when it looked like he's about to start to mount a comeback. And he knows that a player of Ismael's class will not let you back into play with a chance of these four reds and a black there for the taking. Watching this match at the venue, about 10 Ugandans of the biggest continent of travelers that came to participate in this event, and one South African, Mzamo, who is also watching and clearly rooting for Ismael. And I believe we may see more of Mzamo. Most of the players there to play with him, maybe because they don't know him enough. One guy that if I was managing a player, I wouldn't want to play against. He can really mean to be competitive and in a very hope-giving style. You think that you will beat him, and then he starts winning frame after frame after frame. Guys, I want to think that the stream is clear from wherever you're watching. In case it is not, kindly inform me in the comment section. Ismael almost got missed. Unfortunate if there was contact between white and yellow. He was snookering himself. White ball moved further than he was hoping. Yes, a clear sign that maybe the table is not as friendly as they wanted. There are so many very good tables here, but they are being used for the tournament. So the only one table available is this one, on which they can play the races. So there we are. A sharp cut of the red Ismael needs to the corner pocket on the top left where the red ball actually is. White ball has to bounce off the cushion, but with the sharp cut, it has to come at least towards the bottom end of the table and then go back. So it has to be played with power, just like that, with power, but not with precision. It is a miss. It could even foul. Timothy Onida Sakala arrives to watch this match as well. The lady from Uganda, Rashida, is watching this brilliant piece of action. A piece of action which is marred by errors and misses now from both players. Maybe it is still a long way to go, not only because the race is young, the race is 13 is still young, but also the fact that the players are really being disturbed by the quality of the table. They cannot play their A game. But that was an A shot from the great Ismael Mthethwa, who even with his eyes closed will never ever miss black from this kind of range. Yes, 16, Ismael 5 and Ibra 1. You now have to think that Ismael Mthethwa is an overwhelming favorite to take down Ibrahim Kayanja. He now needs 7. You can even start counting down on the number of frames he needs, while his opponent needs 12 out of 18. Alfred Gumekiriza, the legendary Ugandan, has arrived at the venue. Oh, I can see my friend Norbert Kobelota from Tanzania. His look has changed a little bit. He has grown a big beard. He is also one of the players that were representing at the World Heibo Championships in China weeks ago. So Ismael, if he does what he's trying to do, then it will be the first break and finish of the match, also live on the Break and Finish Live channel. 5 reds on the table, all clear, the black in space. Of course, nothing short of a clearance of this frame will do for Ish. Yes, Romano, thank you for watching. You have reminded me, Sula Matovu, another legendary Ugandan player, is at the venue. He's just arrived from Nairobi, where he nowadays stays. Oh, that was close. He clearly wanted maybe white ball for the second red to the same corner pocket where he would have put the one that he's just failed. Not an easy looking frame whatsoever for the Ugandan. And I want to think that he was going for defense. I don't think he was intending not to pot. And the kind of shot he has just effected, Ibrahim Kayanja has gotten him in trouble. And I have to say that for so many matches that I have streamed involving him as a player, this one is the poorest performance, at least so far, unless something changes in his playing pattern. Ismael will not mind. He will want to come and pick the easy pickings. Big spin on the white ball, bouncing it off 2 cushions. Having accurate whites for the 2 reds, trying to put them by connection to the corner pocket at the bottom right. I'm not so certain this was the right decision to start with this red. And now you can see why I did not think it is the right decision. The commentator's curse is coming to haunt Ismael. He has now a little bit of work to do. Yes, he can't finish the reds because he has 1 easy pot. But sometimes even players at this level have to know that sometimes the easiest shot to play again is the safest. He's drawing the white ball backwards off the cushion. No need of the cushion to support the movement of the white ball. With that kind of power, I don't know why it would have gone all that distance, the white ball. Ish is also in trouble. A frame that, in my opinion, that should have been finished way back is a frame that is again still ongoing. He will want to put to the same internet corner pocket. White ball bouncing off 2 cushions. In the end, he recovers like the king he indeed is. Beautiful shooting from Ismael. The pot of the black ball to the center pocket on the left, most especially using Ibrahim Kayanja's yellow to support it, will be a formality. It is Ismael now 7 and Ibra 1. So guys, the 11 tables that have been assembled for the tournament are being used for the tournament. This is not part of the tournament tables. It is just here for customers. It's always here. It's for customers on which they play daily. It will not be used for the tournament whatsoever, but it's the only available table. So in case people want to money match up against themselves, it is the only option that they had. Senior Simon is asking if cash out is allowed. No cash out for Kayanja Ibra, but he's at liberty to surrender but lose the money. I'm kidding. Of course, Ismael will be going for the yellows here, using red to try and pot yellow. I'm not so certain if the yellow will be sinking in, and I think I was right. Winning a frame for Ibrahim Kayanja is firstly to instill confidence before even thinking of the impact of the frame in terms of scores on the scoreboard, which is on the top of your screen. He does close the table, and there he is going for the yellows. So many times he will be playing not to pot. He's realizing that it will be maybe his best bargain because Ismael has got more knowledge of the table clearly than Ibrahim Kayanja. And I'm not saying that Ismael is leading because of the table. Don't get me wrong, he is a very, very, very classy player. He did reach the quarterfinals of the Grand Mchana Open last year in December. I'm trying to recall whom he lost to. He lost to fellow South African Jeremiah Naido. He also did reach the semi-finals of the Billiards Cafe Double Live Tournament in Zambia last year, losing out both of his lives actually in the 2 semi-finals winners and first life and second life semi-finals to the same guy who won the competition, Aiden Joseph. And both matches were quite close, by the way. I wouldn't fault anyone for losing to Aiden Joseph though, especially when it is the guy that nicknamed him the Ghost. Kalema tuchekirire tukisindike. Ali wakali. Tumuchekirire tumisindika tuchekirire. Hello. What is your idea? One. Hey. One you get a minute to walk out of the water.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Sorry guys for the insufficient space. This is not the official tournament playing area. Actually, the actual venue is outside the main bar. A tent has been erected. I don't know if it's freshly erected. I don't know if it's always there. It looks like a venue which normally hosts some big events. Because this tournament has been sponsored by someone that has real money. That is where the actual tournament is. Maybe if they are to have another match, if the actual venue is there, that's when we shall have lots of space and not too much interruption from the fans. If you're just joining this stream, Ibrahim Kayanja is on 2 and Ismael Mthethwa is on 7 from Uganda and South Africa respectively. A money match that is a pre-effect of the big competition that is happening tomorrow, the biggest prize money championship in the history of Africa, with the number 1 taking 11,600 US dollars. One of 192 players who have registered to participate, half of them Kenyan, the rest from elsewhere on the continent. That one is happening tomorrow right here at Club Timber Exo in Eldoret, in Kenya. That one is a ball that was not spotted by Ibrahim Kayanja. I can tell you it has been potted by the table. Very critical, the white ball he will be having for what will be one of the last two reds. Maybe he will be okay. What one of them? Ensure passage between red and yellow and black. Use the yellows to support the movement of the white. Everything was okay apart from the target, which is the most important thing in the game anyway. And playing at this kind of level, it is very unlikely that the real machine, as Ibra Kayanja is nicknamed, will be getting anything out of this match. And I mean anything. Of course, South Africans can really mean to be bullies. Not a big number participating in this tournament. It's Ismael, it's Mzamo, it's Jerry, and Aiden, and if I'm not mistaken, Phila Mazambani. I've not seen any communication regarding his journey. The two are around, that is Ismael and of course Mzamo, as Ismael misses, and also Aiden, who is already in Kenya, but not at the venue. He's about 6 if not 7 hours away on the road. But the news for Aiden fans that he will be traveling by air. He's just 30 minutes away, and I think we'll be traveling tomorrow morning. Ibrahim Kayanja is having a little conversation with the fans, telling them to maintain silence as he aims, especially how critical this shot is. He's getting one thing wrong, that is balance of power. To maintain his white ball, he may want to roll the white ball around to, if not quick 3 cushions, spot black to the center pocket, just like that, where with the white ball rests. That is more of it as Ibrahim Kayanja, the real machine, normally does, and wins the frame and pulls one back. It is the machine 3 and the die hard, as Ismael is called, 7.
We get a tip.
And yes, by nickname Ismael, I call him Ish, just like that, eh? But he's called the die hard. That if you are to kill him when it is money matches, you have to kill him hard. You can beat him, then he comes again and again and again. He doesn't die hard until he gets the better of you. He never ever leaves the pool table when his opponent still has his money. That is why he is called the die hard. Simon is asking if Naido is coming. Hope you are referring to Jerry. I've not yet communicated to him. I've not seen his travel, but he's on the players list, and I think he's coming. As Ibrahim Kayanja now gets in attacking mode, he will be worried of the red that is behind the black and also behind the yellows. Maybe he was trying to play to open it up. He wasn't on target whatsoever. And for most of the match, Mistakes like those ones have always been punished by Ismael. Just by the way, I can also confirm the arrival of one of Tanzania's finest players. Abdallah Hussein is in the house. Sorry, 7-4. And now Ismael leading. Time out, Ismael. This friend between Cole and Farouk is just a friendly, and you never know what could happen after this match, because now the big guys are in the building. Every time that they are around, there is normally inflation. Normally money kind of loses value. Like you now having $800 is just to play pool for an hour, so there could happen more inflation.
How is it?
Let's do what? 13. Let's do 13. What? 800. 800. Yeah. Longer you're a customer.
Guys, I want to beg your pardon. The player who picked the stake for both of these players did misinform me when the match was starting that it is race to 13. It is actually race to 11. Ismael doesn't need 6 frames, he needs 4. And Ibrahim Kayanja doesn't need 7 frames. Sorry, he doesn't need 9 frames, he needs 7. It's not yet done, although I still believe that Ismael is still a big favorite for the victory. The fact that Ibrahim Kayanja has narrowed the gap a little bit, it is now a little bit realistic that he could try and fight for this one, which if he did, it will be one of the more renowned wins of himself as a player. In terms of money matches, not because of how much money he's playing, but the fact that it is international in nature and taking down a guy like Ismael, if he can come from 7-1 down. And Ibrahim Kayanja has played only 1 money match with the South African, actually two money matches with South Africans. One was against Rivaldo Givens. It was in Kampala. They were racing to 16 for $1,000. It ended 16-11 in Rivaldo's favor. The other was the race to 15 against Jeremiah Naido Jerry, also in Kampala at a place that is called Climax. Then it ended 15-12 in Kayanja Ibra's favor. So for him, this one is some kind of decider against South African players. I can see the arrival of Cornelius Kagan, the guy who for so many years has been the best player from Eldoret where we are. And yes, he's still involved in the Shujaa. The Shujaa is that ongoing tournament which is for Kenyan nationals only. Rema Emil, thank you for watching from Rwanda. Rwanda is so close to Kenya, you guys should have come here to participate. Send greetings to Isa, a Rwandese player, friend of mine who did come to Uganda last year and participated in one weekly comp where he lost out in the round of last 8 out of 32 players. Ismael will probably have to think about a safety shot here. Just tap the red ball a little, white ball bounce off the cushion and play some kind of denial of white ball for Ibrahim Kayanja, which yes, he has sight of 2 if not 3 yellows, but wouldn't easily pot any goals for the corner pocket, could get it in. That was a very narrow space in which to pass the yellow, and a very narrow space which he did utilize quite well. While he's having the relatively bad game, the yellow, he will be banking on the fact that the black ball is in between 2 of his yellows. And Ismael will check to reaffirm if Ibra's yellow isn't frozen. It wasn't at the end of the day. What Ismael will need to do is put 1 red and then open up the black. It should be the shot he's intending with big backspin, white ball moving backwards to try and open up the black, which if he does, will finish the frame. He's been unfortunate Yes, there was a jump of his red outside of the pocket, from inside the pocket, and then the miss of the opening. That is effective shooting from Ibra. Just effective, nothing fancy, just effective. Occupy the pocket with his own yellow. Leave the black still not so open, and yes, open. Another of his yellows. He will clearly be playing snooker here.
Sharif, what are doing better? What are doing better? What chankala ni nyumba? What chankala ni Kampala?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Kupeni bagambe inyali omusolo omusajja bajja polisi
So yes, for the first time after 5 frames, in the 5th frame, Ismael gets to win a frame. It was always going to be very troublesome for him if he had lost that frame. And yes, I think he's now enjoying the big advantage of the very good start. Ismael leading by 7 frames to 1. Ibrahim Kayanja's game has now picked up. It may be just a little bit too late because Ismael needs now 3. Ibra Kayanja needs 6 out of 8. Like you can see, needing 6 out of 8 is quite unlikely. Still Ismael, big favorite. Fair break from Ibrahim Kayanja, who gets to sink in 1 red and 1 yellow, leaving a very open table and a very finishable frame. His opponent in this frame is his own mindset, and maybe sometime what has been the quality of the table that has really been wanting. And I have to make a disclaimer to you guys: this table is not going to be used in the tournament. The tournament is in the quadrangle outside, which has been enshrined with a very beautiful tent, and it can seat more than 1,000 people, apart from the space which occupies the table. The organization of the timber is really top notch. And of course, top notch money, for which these guys are competing for. Just defeat 3 players and get into the prize money bracket, and then start to try and win even more and more. Round of last 32 to get into the money. 192 players have registered to participate. Those who did beat the registration deadline. More than half of them Kenyan. But international players coming from big quality playing countries from Uganda, Tanzania, Zambia, South Africa, Eswatini, Malawi, Botswana, and South Sudan. Even Ismael, though he's made in South Africa, I'm just saying made in South Africa, he's finding it difficult sometimes on the United table. I'm even not so certain that it is really United, because United tables have quality. He will play defense. Yes, he does play defense. Ibrahim Kayanja realizes that the best way to try and win a frame against Ismael on this table is when you have all of your balls in perfect space. And I think Ismael's intention was to close the pocket, occupy that pocket that has the black with his own red, but he used just a little bit more energy to the effect that that red bounced off the cushion and still left space for Ibra to pass the black, just in case he plays and reaches the black. He'll want to put the two yellows at the top end of the table first. Put the one he's playing with the top spin, white ball following the yellow, but in left motion, just like that. Maybe it moved a little bit further than he wanted, but this is where I want him to show us what he's made of. His ability to manipulate the white ball on the content is one of the very best. Look at this. Will he open up the yellow? Will he get white ball for the yellow behind the red? The answer is no. His intention was to find white for yellow to the center pocket on the right. He will need a very sharp cut of the yellow and has to control the white ball not to put it to the center pocket on the left, because it is possible. Shot is on target. White is safe. Very good shooting from the real machine. When he puts the yellow, I'm saying yes, because he'll put it, he'll need to drag the white ball to avoid the extra movement. Drag effect on the white ball, and it is a miss. I like to fault players sometimes for missing balls like this, but this time I have to tell you, because of what I am seeing of this table, it is understandable to miss, because he needed the drag effect. There's a way the players drag the ball to avoid it excess movement after bounce off the cushion or after contact between white and yellow. Sometimes it is easy to lose target. Another chance has come begging. The guy is dragging again. He almost got himself snookered. That will be quite laughable. I want to think that the easiest way to try and put black is off the red. He could also go for direct off red, and it is a miss. It could even be a foul. Yes, it is a foul.
Okay, boys.
In the end of the day, the last phases of frame number 14 have been more boring than entertaining, because the players initially Ismael seemed to have mastered the table. Now both of them clearly are having big issues, and the frame that Ibrahim Kayanja came so close to winning, now he's having black ball almost frozen against the cushion, and yes, Ismael with now a relatively good chance of winning the frame. The lady that you're seeing at the corner pocket on the top left of your screen is called Halima from Tanzania, a commentator sometime on Samson Kibuga's Facebook page that is called Sam's School TZ. Just met her for the very first time. I was asking why she speaks like a Ugandan, and then she told me she was in Uganda for a number of years, and she actually went to school there at a school that is close to where I stay now. You see how people connect because of the sport. The players are arguing between themselves whether or not black ball is frozen. He may want to play, just not to pot it. He's gotten the shot wrong. He just wanted black ball to be played just a little beyond the center pocket, leave it frozen against the cushion. And Ismael will be coming to take now what is looking like easy pickings. Hot red to the corner pocket on the top left with a little bit of top spin. White ball following red to get white for black to the center pocket on the right. Just like that. Oh, I can't believe my eyes. How can a frame between two top players be played this bad? And Ibra is simply playing defense time after time after time, and is getting each and everything wrong in terms of idea and in terms of execution. And finally Ismael wins a long forward frame, but a poorly played frame from both of these players. 9-5 the South African leads, race to 11. Sorry when I go silent guys. Sometimes there's still other business to try and coordinate. Dog City is here, you can see, and he's watching this match just behind Ibrahim Kayanja. He says, just in case Ismael wins this match, I want him there and then. But then there is the other guy wearing the white jumper, Kelvin. He says, talking to Dog City, please start with me. So maybe there will be another match after this. I cannot state between who and who. I'm even having issues with the data. The shops are closed. And yet I want to stream both on Facebook and YouTube because most especially for Ismael, I know that most South Africans love their Facebook. But the South African here is snookered. The table has started disturbing him, something that didn't happen when the match was just starting. He could only play the yellow ball as much as he could see it. It is an advantage for the real machine to come within 2 frames of Ish.
I'm next. Anybody want to play me? I'm ready. Anybody want to play me? Anyone? I'm ready. I'm ready. Even you, I'm ready. Anybody want to play me? I'm ready. I am ready. I'm the best player in this Africa. The best player in this Africa. Everybody fears me. 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 I'm the best. I'm the best. One more.
As we speak, dear viewers, the South African Ismael Mthethwa is one frame away from being 800 US dollars richer. The Ugandan in Ibrahim Kayanja needs to win 5 straight. A match that I have to frankly say, not just because I'm a Ugandan, but giving a fair assertion of the performance of the players. We have not seen the best of either of them, simply because the table has really been affecting both of their performances. And for whatever reason, I don't know why Dog City wants to play again on the same table against the same player who is Ismael. And yes, Ismael has unfinished business with Dog City. If he wins this frame, then I'll take to him the microphone, Ismael, just to see if he can give us a match with Dog City, or if Kelvin can give us a match against either of the players on the table. As for him, he's available actually for anybody in the arena. I was talking to him, Kelvin, as I was streaming the Shujaa Championship, and he talks to me that I am here to make history. And of course, he has never won a comp of this magnitude with this number of players, and I know that the history he's talking about is that he's here to win. And then I really love the statement of the youngster Herbert Mokesa. He said, I am here to learn. But Ismael is in this match for the money. And he knows it, that sometimes the most effective way of winning is patience. Will Ibra get the yellow to the center pocket on the right? No, he won't. Ismael may want to go for this frame. Try and put red off the yellow to the corner pocket closest to the bottom of your screen. Use yellow to support the movement. Yes. He beautifully opens up the pocket. Now the ball he will be having in his mind is that red that is so close to the yellow at the cushion on the left. The other reds are portable, and I'm saying this but not so sure of the red ball which is behind the yellow at the center pocket on the right. Actually, it can't go in. And guys, if Ismael can find a way of finishing off this frame, then that will be it for Ibrahim Kayanja. Confirmed, he will be $800 poorer and Ismael $800 richer. And I just love how he's deciding to stay patient. He knows that his chance will come. Of course, he will want as many balls as possible to be in as much space as possible, such that when he tries to open up Ismael, that red ball which is almost touching the yellow near the center pocket on the right, he will have a lot of options with an open frame. Maybe he could even open it up here. Very little touch of the white ball off the red. It is now as open as the word open itself. I don't think there couldn't have been any better shot than what Ismael has just delivered now. He will have each and every reason to believe that Ibrahim Kayanja will not going beyond the 6 frames that he's having as of now. One red to the corner pocket on the top right, white ball moving leftwards. When span backwards, he'll want white ball to connect the 2 reds by playing top spin. When he puts red to the center pocket on the right, white ball moves towards the bottom end of the table. He'll want that to be snookered. Unfortunately, he doesn't even pot. But then he doesn't give the white ball away that cheaply. I will just think that whoever of these players will be wanting will want to play again, they may want to play on a different table. He needs to show what he's made of Ibrahim Kayanja, how to get white ball for that yellow ball which is behind those 2 reds in front of the corner pocket at the bottom of your screen. It's the yellow ball, he's getting white ball. Maybe bounce off the white ball off 2 cushions at the top, the cushion on the top and the one on the right. White ball will be moving leftwards just like that. He seems to be playing neatly and perfectly. How much power will the white ball be on? That was perfection. Maybe one of the better shots that the real machine has played in the match. And oh no, not after playing that well. Do you give a chance to a guy as good as Ismael? And it seemed he aimed well. It seems Ibrahim Kayanja shot well, but yes, he has not potted. Now Ismael going for gold. Cross country, asking how you can send me data. I'll be responding to you if. Okay, I'm going to pin that. I'm going to pin my number against your comments. Okay, Nirofan, I've commented in the comment section. There is my number on which you can send data. I really appreciate that gesture. But I'm sure that the South Africans will appreciate the gesture of Ismael potting the black. If he does, one of the big misses of this match, he didn't come even close. What he has come close to is losing the match. This one he is surely losing. I'm talking of the frame, not the match. 2 shots for Ibrahim Kayanja for the easiest ever pot of the black, most especially with a cue ball in hand, and 2 shots, of course. Ismael does concede. It is 7 for Ibra and 10 for Ismael. 4 frames to go. This young man has to win them all. I have to confess it is something that I don't see coming, but normally when it is good players against themselves, you just never say never. There he does leave an open table. I just want to think that he could be tempted to go for the yellows. No clear better color than the other, but yes, he will be going for the yellows. But Ismael will be waiting for that one chance to finish one frame and then take the match. I have it in mind that maybe surely that one will come, but it has not yet in the meantime. If he does finish this frame, Ibra, it will be one of those better finished ones in the entire match and from either players. Could get himself snookered. Snooker was always likely given how the white ball was moving. His intention was to have white fall for the yellow that is almost frozen near the cushion on the left. I think he is in trouble. He needs something special, simply not to play ineffectively. He may want to come off 2 of the top cushions. 1, 2 with big spin. This one is one of the better shots of the match. This is very, very, very beautiful. One of those times when a ball is not spotted, but the shot is uploaded even more than most of the times when a ball is spotted. That is too much skill from Ibrahim Kayanja. He does claim a foul, and yes, Ismael admits that there is a foul. One of those times when your opponent is trying to mount a comeback, then you too loses your own playing pattern. And the worry for Ibrahim Kayanja is the fact that his opponent is only 1 frame. But ever since he went 7 frames to 1 down, he's been the better player, I have to say. And with due respect to Ismael's own performances, because since then, Ibra has won 6 and Ismael 3. Just backspin. This time it won't be a miss. He may want to put black to the center pocket on the left with the assumption that the yellow is going in. Only an assumption, because it hasn't gone in as of now anyway. Look at how the white ball is moving. You can clearly see the impact of the table against which these guys are playing. Sometimes I've felt sorry for both of them. Off target completely is Ibrahim Kayanja. It could be a foul. No worse way to misuse an opportunity than that. And indeed, Nzamo does chant Ismael on to take down Ibrahim Kayanja, playing snooker at a time when he simply needs a free shot, Ismael, to play the black in space and then go for the frame. Unless Ibrahim Kayanja posts the black, it is a foul. Ismael will be having that red ball behind the black in mind. He'll want to play it in space, just to play it in space, and then go for the frame. It will be suspicious, the resting position of that red ball that Ish has just played. As he now plays the one he's looking at to the corner pocket diagonally, he will be having the one at the right end of the table in mind. He's composed himself. Of course, he's the more mature player, more experienced, and way more accomplished player of the two. A frame like this one, he should surely be taking it down. He's getting things right at the right time of the match. As if there is a tempting bank shot here. Quite risky, because when you miss the bank, when you're Ismael, you lose the frame. Will he get the bank right? Yes, he does. At the end of the day, I can call the match in favor of Ismael. That was risky. The risk has paid off. The South African is in business here. There we go. Have left the white ball, however, towards the top end of the table. But he should be okay. He has to be wary. If he plays carelessly, white ball could go to the center pocket on the left. That's why he's having big drag on the white ball just like that to prevent its big movement. And yes, he wins the match. At the end of the day, a long fought match has been won by Ismael. Look at his celebration. Very happy guy he is. I will not let him go without an interview. I will not let him go. Seems we're having some negotiation. Kelvin Fikoti wants to join the party, ladies and gentlemen. Kongs Ismael, that was a good fight, eh?
Yeah. Always, we always have to fight, you know.
What kind of discussion was going on between you and Kelvin?
No,
does he want some business with you?
No. He's playing Dog City, so
yeah. So we are going to be having Kelvin against Dog City. No more Jaya tonight.
No more. There is Jaya tonight. If the guy wants a rematch, I'm still around.
If Ibrahim Kayanja wants a rematch, you're around.
Yes, I'm very much around for him.
But
I think I won.
You guys have been affected by the table. We really want to play on the same table or have a change?
We can even change. Yeah, this table is too bad.
Thank you very much.
Very bad.